I have Attorney Brown and Mr. Samato for the state. Hello, Mr. Brown, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Samato.
Sorry for the delay. We were not connected earlier. Cassandra Lorenzi, 06CF327.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the court. No, I was going to say, I was going to remind the court that the court did excuse her appearance today. She is out of custody on a bond with a pending new law violation in Lee County. It looks like we've reached a resolution that's going to be acceptable to her if it's acceptable to the court. I was going to ask for a date in July since she lives in the East Coast so she can make plans to come over for an admission.
Is Ms. Lorenzi accepting the state's plea offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Samato.
Judge, I believe you set another case on the 14th of July, 9 o'clock. If that's acceptable, Mr. Brown, I would ask for that date.
July 14, 9 a.m. for a plea in person.
That sounds great.
Any other clarifications?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Approved. And is that a photo gallery of Steve Spurrier at Florida that I see behind you?
Judge, this is actually Spurrier, Werfel, and Tebow, all signed Heisman winners.
The holy of Gator quarterbacks.
I bid on it, all the Heisman winners. Yeah, I bid on it at the Wings Foot dinner a few years back. My wife actually won that award in '95, so we go ahead.
Oh, wow, very impressive. Very good.
For her, I'm just the husband. So I get to sit at the winner's table with her, and people say, "What did you do?" And I said, "I married her."
All right, very good. See you on the 14th. Any others, Mr. Samato?
That's it.
All right.
Have a great day.
Allison Schwartzberg. I don't see Mr. Casasa. Any updates on Mr. Casasa? Hey, hello, Ms. Schwartzberg. You are represented by Mr. Casasa, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, there was some computer issues this morning. He may have been connected earlier. Let me see if my office can call his and see if he's on his way over in person, or do we have other sightings?
There's no updates on him being in the courthouse.
Yeah, one moment. This is Wilson for the state, 20 CF 167 and 1688. Hello, Melissa. While we're in this case, could you try reaching Mr. Casasa's office and find out if he plans to appear either in person or remotely on Ms. Schwartzberg's case?
Okay, I thought I saw him on the remote connection when I was down there getting it set up.
Right, unfortunately, he's no longer on that. He may have had a conflicting court appearance. But
Okay,
can you see, he can even call in if he wants to, whatever's easier so we can get it addressed.
okay,
So if you can just call right back and let me know what the status is.
yes.
All right. So in the meantime, so just a couple more moments, Ms. Schwartzberg, and see if we can track down Ms. Casasa.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Otero. And let's see, Mr. Otero, you're also represented by Mr. Casasa, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, same situation. We should know momentarily what's going on with him. So just a couple more moments.
Good. Thank you.
Counsel, any other matters we can discuss?
Could we have the pro se individual, Jonathan Hernandez, 19 CF 1872? He's out of custody, Your Honor. I was able to make contact with him. He thought he had applied for a public defender. That's not showing up in the system. I have contact information for him. I explained to him how to sign up for the public defender, and I emailed him the application. So hopefully we can schedule the court date and fill out the fee before.
So this is 19 CF 1872. So what was the explanation, Mr. Ward, as far as his non-attendance and what he thought about the public defender application?
Your Honor, as far as his non-attendance, he informed me that he fell off a roof in the Golden Gate Estates and forgot about court this morning, but he's indicated that he also thought he had the public defender to represent him at this court date. I can send him the Zoom information potentially now that it's working again to have him get on.
What was the reason that he thought he was being represented by public defender?
He stated that he did come to the previous court date, and he stated he filled out an application at the clerk's office. I don't see that in the system. So I can't say what he did or didn't do, Your Honor. But
One moment. Hello, Melissa.
Hello,
Mr. Casasa?
Judge, how are you?
Greetings. We had some computer problems. If you can hold for just a moment, I'm just finishing one case and I have two of yours.
Certainly, Judge, thank you.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Ward.
And Your Honor, Ms. Mason's paperwork indicates that she noted that PD was approved, so I don't know what was communicated to Mr. Hernandez at that time. I don't have any recollection of it, so that's obviously this is all a friend of the court.
Right. Does the clerk have any additional information?
No, Judge.
All right, Ms. Mason, state's position.
Your Honor, I would note that I was reminded that the defendant was not present last time, that he was on Zoom, and that the PD's office was appointed, and that it was provisionally appointed, and he was supposed to apply. So they have no record of him actually coming and getting out when he was supposed to apply. I would note that Mr. Ward stated that he did make contact with the defendant, and that he did send a copy of the application to him. We would not object to continuing to the next available VOP date, but if he has not signed up or has not applied for the public defender's office, I think that maybe we need to have a different conversation.
At this point, the case will be continued to July 14, 9 a.m. The defendant will be required to appear in person unless he has applied and been approved for the public defender, at which point the public defender could waive his appearance if there are.
I don't think we could do that anymore after doing court first, right? It's a mandatory court.
You may be right. Now I'm thinking we're in transition, aren't we? All right, so I guess we'll all be here then.
Yeah.
All right, so forget what I said. All right, continue. So then, Mr. Casasa, we're ready to take your cases. We'll start in the Schwartzberg.
Yes, Judge. If we were to enter a plea, Judge, when would you set that for?
Now or some other day?
Not now, Judge. I need to go meet Ms. Schwartzberg. She hung up with me last time we tried to talk.
Okay, she's here connected by audio-visual, and this is 20 CF 167 and 1688. And have you
I anticipate, Judge, this could very well be a plea to the court.
All right. So at this point, do you wish to have a further status or set it for the 1:30 hearing docket for either a plea to the bench or a full hearing?
And again, when would that be, Judge? I need time to go in there and talk to her, and I need to speak with the state attorney again.
All right. So we're looking at the next two dates are July 14 or July 28.
Let's set it for July 14th, Judge.
And it can always be moved up on the calendar if there's an agreement and both sides are available.
Yes, sir.
We have not received the SDLE back, so I'll be adding witness to all the cases, including the new case. And I'm assuming that Mr. Casasa, if he anticipates a plea, it would be to both the filing probation and the new case.
So if the plea agreement, would it be just, if there is one, would it be just to the VOP or to both?
Well, Judge, if I can work out something, I'll work them out on all of them.
All right, but otherwise.
If I can't, we'll probably plead to the court on all three of them.
So they might be, if there's not a comprehensive agreement, they may be dealt with separately.
Well, we could plead to the court on all three of them. That's correct, Judge.
All right. So at this point, are you asking just the VOP to be called, Ms. Wilson, separate from the others?
Judge, I think it would be prudent to put them all together.
We can do that, put them all together. If he's anticipating that's going to be a plea or a plea to the bench on that day. I have none.
So you'll be meeting with Ms. Schwartzberg shortly?
I will, Judge. Would you inform her of that, please?
Yeah, she can hear you. And Ms. Schwartzberg, I think now, it's just now reached the point where attorneys are having more access to the jail for in-person meetings.
That's correct.
So that should make things easier. Do you have any, without talking about the facts of your cases, do you have any questions for Mr. Casasa or the court at this time?
No, I'll talk to him when he comes to see me.
All right, that's fine. So Mr. Casasa, do you anticipate that will be this week?
I would hope so, Judge, yes.
All right. Anything else, Ms. Schwartzberg?
No, sir.
All right, so as requested and the state is agreeable to placing all cases, there's a new law case in addition to this one?
There is, Judge.
Okay, so there's 2 cases total?
There's 3 total. It's 20 CF 167 and 20 CF 1688. Those are on the document violation of probation. The new case is 21 CF 702.
And Madam Clerk, that new law case, does that have a future date set? I assume it does.
Yeah, it's set for case management July 15th.
That's right.
So let's
The
just,
day after this.
we're just gonna move up that new case then, cancel the July 15 case management. And if council just remind me that we'll address whatever the status is of everything on that date, including if necessary, additional case management on the new law case.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
So, Ms. Schwartzberg, this will give an opportunity for you to speak to Mr. Casassa. If everything or part can be resolved, it's all there to be addressed.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
This is 20 at 1:30 and 7:30.
Yeah, we'll set it on the 1:30 docket. Now, does the state need to be ready, Mr. Casassa, for a plea to the bench on that date?
Judge, as of now, I would say yes, but it's my plan to speak with Ms. Schwartzberg and then get back with the state attorney.
Under no circumstances would the state need to be ready for a full hearing, is that correct?
No, sir, Judge.
Ms. Wilson, any other clarification needed?
Okay.
All right. And Mr. Otero is waiting next.
Yes, sir, Judge. I would request one last continuance on that case. I need to meet with Mr. Otero. I've come upon some new information and I want to meet with him.
11 CF 1105, Ms. Brown for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
State comments.
Your Honor, I would have an objection to one more continuance.
All right. And
Judge, I haven't had a chance to speak with Ms. Brown. Tell her I'll be calling her. I appreciate that.
she can hear you quite well. And
Okay.
it's either July 14 or July 28.
It's 14th in the morning, Judge.
If you wish to set it in the morning, that's fine.
Let's set it for the 14th in the morning.
Status only. Mr.
Yes,
Otero, any questions, Mr. Otero?
No.
All right, so Mr. Casassa will be visiting you.
I will, Judge.
Check me out for anything like that today.
Okay, he is asking if he can enter a plea today, Mr. Casassa.
That would be a bad idea right now. So tell him I'll be in to talk to him this week, Judge.
So you could hear him, Mr. Otero? Now, Mr. Casassa, it's 10 a.m. in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. We are reconvening at 1:30 for VOP hearings this afternoon. If for some reason you thought that you might be able to have the negotiation between then and now, I could place it on this afternoon, but if you just prefer the 14th, that's fine.
Judge, Mr. Otero scores out to 139 months Florida State prison, and that was the recommendation from probation. So I need to come meet with Mr. Otero and discuss his options with him.
Okay, I understand. Obviously I don't know any of the background. Ms. Brown, any additional comment?
Only that I believe Mr. Casassa, the minimum score is 158 months.
All right, so there's quite a bit at stake then. It's understandable you need to meet with them, so we'll leave it for the 14th at 9 a.m. for status only.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Otero. Anything else at the jail?
I don't believe so. I think
All
that's all done.
right, thank you, Naples Jail. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Anything for council before we adjourn?
I don't think so, Your Honor. Thank you.
Just as one of those, I'm trying to think what they call it in the media, when they preview something, I don't know what they call it, to get people's attention. But anyway, for those gathered, I am almost ready to launch the much anticipated ranking of cases for the trial cycle. So you should be getting that. Additionally, it's my understanding we have at least one county judge backing up for 2 days of the cycle,
Yes, Your Honor.
and we're still working on seeing if we can get any others, but
Yes, Your Honor.
we'll see how that, you should have that information today then for planning purposes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
I
that.
don't know if that really, well, yeah, you have some cases on there.
I have one plea. I somehow avoided.
Okay, all right.
So,
I believe they call that little snippet a teaser.
A teaser, okay, that's what it is. All right. Okay.
this is with a viewer.
All right, have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Your Honor. See you this afternoon.
Where does it